So, this is gonna be my last episode of StoneVania Season 1 because we're starting Season 2 up, like, now? Like, I think? I don't know. Timing is weird, and I waited to the last minute to do this. So, I'm just gonna do a quick base tour, kind of going over what changed and what I was able to accomplish at my base for this year. And there's also going to be a world download so that you guys can come and explore my base and or any of the other Vanians, go through the shopping district, explore all of that fun stuff. But I left a couple of little uh, uh, quests and secrets for you guys. One of which quest is this book, but I'm not gonna read it. If you want to figure out what the secret is, you're gonna have to come and figure it out. All right. This isn't a bad place to start the base tour. Uh, this started off as a prank from Locky, the evil rabbit, because he called my place my burrow, Lint's burrow, torture palace once, and because of the way I was treating mobs, and this kind of happened. And I built this tree because I thought it looked really cool. And then once you're here, lily pad path, this kind of leads directly to this is a carrot that Haunted built for me on my birthday that I turned into an inn. That's a comforting noise. But yeah, it's like a little rabbit inn. There's a guest book over here that people can sign. And when I was decorating this place, I tried to keep some things where I was like, oh, that looks like something that Haunted would decorate with. So there's like a floral, flowery area here, kind of like dirt, dust area there, and then like a honeycomb area here. These completely skipped past this because I'm so used to this being at my base now. These rabbits were also a birthday gift. These, James built these, and they are very cute, and I'm obsessed with them. I think these are gonna be a part of my season 2 builds, just cause like, look at that. Isn't that, isn't it super cute? I'm taking that with me next season. What else? So, oh, with the inn, almost forgot, cause there's the guest book, but then there's this guy. Oh my goodness, it's the Burrow Inn. Get it? It's a pun. And there's you know, beds upstairs. There's a mini bar in the lobby. That's what that is. It's a little bar. Outdoor attractions, Cold Case Creamery, which we'll get there. The Burrow train station, and then walking trails, kind of like I made it like a whole thing. That zombie is really just freaking me out. It's fine. You follow the paths, there's a little picnic area right there. We'll get to that in a second because I want to show you this. It's Cold Case Creamery, which was also a birthday gift from Locky. Locky and James. James helped with some of the armor stand stuff. And it's got the Neapolitan ice cream because I forgot the name of it. So, Neapolitan... There was a bit in the city planner debate where I jokingly said my favorite ice cream is Nepo Baby ice cream, which is because me and Kiki, it was an inside joke for me and Kiki because neither of us could remember how to say Neapolitan ice cream, and so I was like, yeah, the one, Napoleon, Nepo Baby ice cream. And so now that's what everyone thinks my favorite ice cream is. It isn't. There's like this really good Earl Grey ice cream, and I had it once and I've never been able to find it again, and I'm just doomed to suffer. But yeah, I got this cool thing as a birthday gift from Lucky. There's also a drown head under there. I don't know. I didn't put that there. There's like a little fishing area over here. But yeah. What else? I almost forgot. If we go this way, under this beautiful tree and this lovely archway, if we go down here, I have a subway station that connects me to Dadman's house. So Dadman built a railroad station that was supposed to connect everyone's bases, but that's a lot of work, and it was in like deep sleep, so it took a while. But this is my train station, which I think is really cute. I think I'm very proud of this. It looks like a little railroad station, and it reminds me of the train from Studio Ghibli. There's like a little sitting area over here, and then you hit the button and the cart goes back, and it'll take you to like a junction way down there, and it'll connect up to Dadman's base. It's not like the fastest way to travel, but it's pretty cool. Honestly, my design for this train, like subway station, also was I saw Lockie's and I was like, that's cool, I want to do that. So I did my own version of it. Okay, we go further up the path. Geode. Little geode I made pretty early on for my path up to my house. And then this was my campaign office. Just a couple of things I say, like ouch my ankles, and what are you doing? Your best. That wasn't me. This Lockie for City Planner was not me, but you know, such is fate. My little dirt block banners. This room Grim bullied me into making because I was like, oh, it's like a little hobbit hole, and he was like, you don't have a dining room in a hobbit hole? That's not how that works. And so I made a spot specifically for Grim, a little campaign spot. We go further up. Wow, that tree looks really freaking cool in the distance. I didn't realize how rad that would look. Wow, I did a good job. I might cry. I feel pride. I feel whimsy. This big freaking tree, it's supposed to like little lore about my base because it's like burrows. I originally built it into like a cave system. All right, ambiance. I had, shut up. Shut up. I had originally built this tree because I was like, oh, it'd be cool if like the roots were like going into the ground where, oh my god, into the ground where like, and that's kind of what helped me make my base and like holds it together is like the tree itself. When you walk in, this is kind of like the front door that you go to. And all my doors are dragons because Dadman pranked me once. But it's kind of like the living room. This was originally a room for my children that I had. And so the kids actually have their own room down here now, where got Soul and Firefly, and then yeah, Grommet and Gerblid. We lost Moss, unfortunately, because Grim's evil. Actually, I think he just suffocated in a wall, if we're being honest. I don't know how, but yeah, that's the kids' room. Living area, fireplace, which kind of doubles as a lava thing. This is like storage. There's a way to get downstairs over there, but we're not going there yet. This is my room, which has gotten a little dustier recently. But this is Kiki's old room, which also got a little dusty. This is the kitchen area. Got furnaces, smokers, kind of like cute little area, extra food storage here. This is Dadman's note that I left up for the dragon heads. And then this is just an extra exit. All of these exits and entrances to my home were just part of the natural cave system that I dug out. This also leads downstairs, but we'll get there when we get there. Leads outside. This is down to my mining area. this is just a book. Kiki actually built this for me originally when I was building my house. She helped a little bit with the walls and whatnot, so she added this cute little, I didn't realize people wrote in this. But she added this book nook. I think Grim wrote on the last page too, but I didn't know that. If we go further back here, this is my enchanting room, kind of potions area. It's where I keep all of the enchanting books I own. See, looting, power, protect, oh, I forgot to show that off. Let me go show that off real quick. So, Grim did an escape room where we had to parkour our way out. I was really bad at it, so he set up this parkour course in an attempt to get me to be better at parkour, and there's a reason I haven't posted the footage, and it's because I sucked at it. And why is Sheralanda out? You were tied up and put away, you little escape artist. Stay, Sheralanda. Oh my goodness. But that is Grim's parkour course. If we go through this door, this leads right back to the amethyst area, enchanting room, and then back to the living room. Most of the time, if you get lost in my base, you can wander around and it loops in on itself. This is downstairs though. So there's a bit of storage upstairs, but most of my storage is actually down here. This is my I guess museum. It's where I put all my trinkets, like all the different bits from each, like gifts that I've been given, or you know, just different things that happen on the server that I thought were funny. But so this when Kiki and me first met, we were talking and I was like, wow, that's amazing, we're married now. And so she threw a diamond at me, and that was labeled marry me, or like a cookie or something, and then so I gave her back a diamond that said marry me. And then there was also she shot me immediately after, and so there's an arrow to the knee. But that's what that is. There's the whole lab book that I had with the weird key. That's here. This is the official city planner hat that James gave me. Torture Palace banner. You know, when I was building the tree originally, Lockie decided it would be funny to put cherries on the cherry blossom tree. I ended up taking all of them down, but I put one up in here just for me. This was a birthday gift from Kiki, which I guess. And then this was the Pokemon tournament trophy that I got for winning, which is just Kiki's decapitated head. On the wall, so there's so much to unpack here. These are like little plushies that James made of everyone, where it's like just teeny tiny versions of everybody. I thought it was really cute, so I added them to this collection. All of these on the wall, they're like custom art that we did on the server in the end, where we had to get that transparent background, and then we did like carpets and stuff to do all of this pixel art, including this, which took a while to do. The bulletin board background, the cork board, and then the SB community bulletin board. This was my to-do list. This is like the Valentine's Day stuff, and then this is all of the city planner campaign, including the no more Lockies, and then the vote for Jeb. Wool there. Oh, so I'm gonna go back up to the kitchen. This is the kitchen exit that leads back towards Sheralanda and Chicken. But I put this little armor stand of Dadman here because he actually helped donate for these walls, because I was complaining about how I didn't have enough terracotta, and he came to the rescue and gave me a whole bunch for these walls. So little Dadman tribute. This was the first prank that was ever done to me on the server, and it was by James, and it was just a armor stand with a fish head. But this was the first day on the server. I was giving Macy some soup and he threw a fish at me and he was like, a gift, and I was like, I will treasure it, and I did. I put it up here. This was from the Halloween trophy that I got from Lo-Fi. Also, he gifted me not tea from Lo-Fi. He made very clear that it was not tea. This was a bottle of wisdom. I got this from Sho for completing the escape room he had. What else is over here? Oh, the dragon fight where we were in leather armor with like wooden swords and snow golems. This was a mermaid Locky above the lighthouse. James had extra scales, so I got some. This was the Christmas gift. So one of the gifts that Haunted gave me was a rabbit foot because I kept breaking my ankles. And then that was the cake with the actual like door number and everything on it. I ended up saving. I think that's all for this portion of the museum. If we go up, this is another exit out to like where the animals are. Nothing crazy over here. Go this way first. This is my music room. This is why I went on an adventure with Dadman to the end, which is why I got pranked with the dragon heads, is because I needed the dragon heads to make my own little piano, like the world's most expensive piano, but it looks really cool, so definitely worth it. Nothing ever went wrong. This is kind of like a little band type area. We've got like a jukebox over there. I've got the dust bunnies, you know, and I've got all of the discs. I also have some of the custom discs that Dadman had, as well as the Moo Cafe song, because that was a gift for my birthday from James. And then all of the like goat horns over there. But yeah, there's like a little mini bar over here. There's like little dust bunny band with the it's like, I dedicate this song to you, and they're like, woo. That's what I imagine. Lead singer, no one's on drums, and then, you know, guitar or bass depending. I don't know, it's a small rabbit for that, but yeah. Then we go down here. This is like a little floral room. I thought it would be nice to have like a dedicated room specifically for flowers and stuff, since I had a lot of like flowers and dyes were like my main shop for this season. So I made like a little botanical area, like a little stream going through it. James also left a prank for me in this room, which I'm not going to show you because if you do end up doing the world download, I think it'd be funnier for you to discover it yourself. But moving on, this just leads directly outside again, because there's a lot of like entrances and exits from weird areas in my base. If we go back, this is like the main hallway. Go down this way. If we go this way, this is the like pet room. I've got a little aquarium over there with pufferfish in it. But I've got Kravitz and Lila. They've got their own little room over here, as well as O'Malley and Duchess. And then this is Kiki's Menace, which is her apprentice panda that she decided to just toss in a boat and leave in my house. But yeah, this is another exit out to the outer area. If we keep going down this, there's like a little office area here. So this is my actual outfit that James has in his armor stand shop, his warehouse. This was the leather armor he dyed custom like for me. There's also like just random stuff here. Kiki's head from when she was first on the server. All of these books though are lore books that people have written on the server. So like my campaign book, Guide to Wizardry, there's the Grass Rats book by James, the Contagion Field Notes, and Contagion, a study of a mushroom field wildlife. There's also some other stuff here. I know that there's the Burrow Inn. the postal office stuff, the lighthouse, the archives, the hunt, and then my PS there. What else? I know that there's like gifts that people have given me. Merry Christmas, the Birchwood ad from Batman. This is the like gaseous gateway and telefarting and dissonance. All of those are like lo-fi books. And this is just my little office. And then if we keep going further down, oh, this is the last museum I have. The Wizard Squad is what I called it, but it's my wizard hat, Joe's apprentice hat, and Kiki's double apprentice hat. There's also just a couple of different things down here, like the wizard trials, the objects that I made these. I did really good. But like all of these, like kind of the accomplishments for the wizard trials. This was the key Kiki gave me for the wizard school. This is the scales, extra scales I had from the wizard lizard. This was a gift from James, which really was just him throwing trash at me that he didn't want. Same thing with this. It's a gift from Loki. It's not actually a gift. He killed a zombie and threw the extra trash at me. And then these are the Easter eggs that I had for the hunt. And then if we go this way, this is kind of like an under like a cave I made. Kind of like as you're approaching, this is just another possible entrance to my base. I think that's it for the interior. Oh yeah, last thing, I've got secrets and delights all over my base. There's one secret that I'm not going to tell anyone, but since it's kind of like the last little bit here before season 2, a little secret that I had in my room. I had some stuff in here, but if you go in here and you close the doors, actually secret entrance down here. And there's just like a little secret storage area. This was originally going to connect to me and Kiki's rooms, but that didn't end up happening. So there's one last thing I need to do before the season ends, which is I'm going to hide all of the stuff that would be in my ender chest and in my inventory in a box underground, in a secret area of my base that you can find the details to in the book at the very beginning when I talk to you about it. That's the secret quest. If you want to find what was in my inventory and everything at the end, check the book, secrets. So this is where I'm going to be hiding all of my stuff from my ender chest. This area also is hinting kind of what base type designs I'll be doing for season 2. So this is kind of like a transitional area from season 1 to season 2. And I'm going to leave all of the stuff from my inventory, all of the stuff from my ender chest in these boxes in this room. And yeah, thank you for sticking with me this season, and I'll see you in the next one.